that's only 6 months old. It was born out of the frustration women felt and kind of galvanized by Anita Hill, Clarence Thomas hearings. We held our first direct action within a week of forming.
What's your opinion?
My opinion is everybody should have the right to choose. God gave us the right to choose. Why can't other people?
Unless you're like a straight white male, I mean, you're basically fucked.
Men are always the superior, and they will always be considered that and get paid more than a woman.
Because women have to sweep the nation. After the House, clean the Senate.
Straight to the podium,
one of your aides called him, and
It seems you've really been able to mix your personal and political life.
Watch yourself. It's not true.
How have you been able to make that happen?
Well, that's a real good question, because in this kind of, what do I call it? It's like somebody might say there's no virgin in a whorehouse. It's kind of hard to talk about virtue when everything around you is going in the other direction. It's a very superficial kind of bond that is created in politics, often driven more by power and money and glory. And that's not enough to pull people together. There has to be a connection at a deeper level.
Keep hope alive. Keep hope. Everybody. Don't give up. Stand tall. I love you.
I mean, awareness and education are the only ways to prevent AIDS right now. It's ridiculous. People are dying and they're too embarrassed to say the words sex and homosexuality. I mean, ever see George Bush talk about anal sex?
Do you think that everyone's going to have to know someone that died from AIDS before people will really start taking action?
Well, certainly when there's like a face to it and you know them, it's going to affect you a lot more, you know?
Sometimes you get fed up and you get really frustrated when you're doing service work and you're watching the people that you want so much to save die and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And I get fed up with that, so I go in the streets.
I dream about the day when there will be no more AIDS, no more tears, no more pain, and no more dying.
What would you want to say to President Bush?
He can give thousands of dollars to the wars when we go and fight battles and stuff, but he says that he has no more money. If he can give that much money, why can't he give just a little at least to AIDS?
Let's march together. Let's pray together. Let's educate our children together. Let's build houses together. Let's fight for health care together. Let's change America together. Stand together and keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
So this is where it all happens, huh? Wow, how's it going?
Pretty well.
There's a lot of gear in here, huh?
Yeah, we don't know how much most of it works. I know how to do this. Tried to get that right in the middle of her face, but it just doesn't look the same.
What do you think of Ann Richards?
I love her.
How come?
Huh? She's funny. She's a great governor. She is a recovered alcoholic who knows who she is and what she is.
Thank you. God bless you.
It's quite a 12-step platform this year. We have all these recovering men and women. It's kind of like one nation under rehabilitation.
Shake it down, nah, nah. Ever since you put me down.
If I would not have wanted to get well, If I would have continued along that same pattern, then I would have died, you know. But my brother and my mother instilled strength in me, which we all do. My brother has said to me over the years, when times get tough, it doesn't matter how tough they are. It doesn't matter, because you can make it. It just doesn't matter. Just don't worry about it. It's a real simple, it's sort of like the just say no deal, you know. People say, oh, you know, you can't do it by just saying no. Well, the fact is, you can if you just say no. You know, once you say yes, it gets a little tougher. Well, the same thing here. He would always tell me to, quote, suck it up.
You know, I've been through treatment, and when you come out and, you know, you've got some guidelines of how to live life, and then you go back out on the streets, and it's like there's very few people who are really applying that kind of stuff in their own lives.
Today's the unconventional smoking. Democrats are in town having their convention, so we're having an unconvention because there were 2 admitted pot smokers on that ticket. Meanwhile, we're both being thrown in jail and they're running for a government office.
When you get stoned, that's like a little death, you know? That's why this guy's singing, you know, about the politicians. They should get stoned, because that's going to be a little death for them and a little death for their egos.
Well, for me, you know, growing up in school was just, you know, smoking pot all the time, you know, and then went to Samo High. A lot of the friends, drugs in my family, drugs in a lot of my friends' families, you know. Drugs in the 70s in general, at least from where I was at. And I started really young, you know. And abuse comes in when you don't understand what drugs are supposed to be for. Or like my dad says, when the ritual becomes habitual, it's time to quit.
You would rather sell drugs to get a car than go to school, because you could do it quicker. Whoever got the most money, whoever got the nice cars, whoever fucking the most girls, etc., man. It's like a thing, like, you know, come on, it's the thing, it was the thing, and it's still a thing. Just like somebody, you know, I seen somebody else doing it, and I wanted to do it. On and on and on. It's still going on to the day. It didn't get no better. I got shot 9 times, twice in the head.
What happened?
And I lived. Killed a couple of friends, an aunt. You know, they try to rob me. I'm making a lot of money, selling drugs, stick up kids. They try to kill me, take me out. They try to kill all the witnesses that was there so nobody couldn't talk. But it happened, so I lived. Lucky to live, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, baby. Yo.
I know 25 to life, that's what I'm facing. But who bought the drugs in the nation? Been going on from generation to generation. Now you want it to stop, so you'll hire more cops to get popped. Money and drugs is all politics. Lawyers and judges on the road to get rich. We just some young brothers caught up in the system's mix. Kept both eyes on the fight and still couldn't tell it was fixed. Big A with final words to say. I know I'm guilty, but hey, who killed JFK?
So this is your first time, right? In one of these things?
Yeah, it's my first time.
I thought yesterday was just a circus. Nothing was said, nothing. It was just like bread and circus, Roman dole. These people were one after the other were getting up there and just splurging out this bullshit hypocrisy about inner cities, homeless, and nothing concrete was being offered.
What about this, having a convention? Some people say it's outdated. What purpose does it really serve besides having the acceptance speech and all that kind of party nonsense? What do you think?
I think it's like publicity. It's like a big commercial.
Everybody rapping like it's a commercial, acting like life is a big commercial. So this is what I got to say to you all. Be true to yourself and you will never fall.
The televisions are our public airwaves. They're ours. And they've been leased basically to 23 corporations control America, the American media. So there's no way that you're going to have a serious debate, serious discussion, or serious campaigning under a private system.
Yeah. My name is MCA. I've been coming to where I am from the get-go. Find that I could groove with the beat when I let go.
Generally speaking, it takes cataclysmic events to really rock us out of complacency and certainly the hypocrisy that we see here today.
Get up and groove with the rhythm in your soul. And now I like to pass the mic to my brother Ab Rock, who wanna shine like a light.
What are you guys all doing down here?
Going up to 3-4.
3-4? What's going on up there?
Civil unrest.
Yeah?